Well, welcome back for this Wildcat Wednesday. We're joined with Wendy Powell from the K-State Research and Extension Office in Labette County. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Well, thanks for having me.
Now, you are a livestock production agent, and so we're talking about a topic that is pretty close to home for you today.
That's right, yes. Cows are my favorite animal. And so today I wanted to talk about some body condition scoring. Like, how do we look at an animal and know how much we're going to spend in feed costs, right? It's a huge input, a huge factor on our bottom line. So what do we look at on the cow? Well, really, we have lots of different points on the animal where we can just look at her or him, bull, steer, whatever, and judge that condition. Are they rounded out? Are they looking full? Do we need to make some adjustments in our feeding plan? Things like that. And so that's what we need to be looking at whenever we're anticipating our future feed costs.
Yeah, I know you brought those key areas to evaluate for the BCS, and that's always something you guys kind of pinpoint and look at those specific areas.
Yes, absolutely. So we have a full-on scoring system, 1 through 7, of where we want these animals to be throughout their different gestational phases. And we're actually going to be talking a lot more in depth about this at our future calving school coming up January 7th, just around the corner. So anybody interested in that needs to go ahead and sign up for that program.
Perfect. Yeah, I was, talking about that program. Who's really going to get some value out of that? Who are kind of your guys' key audience for that?
Yeah, that's going to be any cattle producers. So it's going to be a full-on calving school where we have a model cow coming in, and Dr. A.J. Tarpoff is going to talk about manipulating that calf inside the cow to bring it into the world safely, when we need to call the vet, things like that. And then a couple of other local extension agents along with myself will be talking about putting together a calving kit and then this body condition scoring system and how that can impact our bottom line.
Yeah, I know, talking about that bottom line, you were talking to us earlier about, how some of these key areas and these key points when you guys are looking affect not only, how much feed you may be using and how much you might be spending there, but also, beef prices in the end as well.
Absolutely, yes. These animals are not cheap, and we want to take the best care of them possible. So we want to make for sure that they're healthy, they are reproductive, and they are productive.
Amazing. So this calving school sounds like it's going to be a great opportunity to maybe learn more. Maybe you learn something that you didn't have before. You said it was January 7th?
January 7th, yep. Folks can register online. Our Facebook pages, both Wildcat Extension District website and our Southwind Extension District websites have that information for registration, or call any of our offices. The Labette County Extension Office is 620-784-5337.
Amazing. You guys are always doing such incredible work. For this calving school, is there a cost associated with it that people should keep in mind as well?
Absolutely not. This year we have some generous sponsors, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Cleaver Farm and Home, the Community Foundation of Southeast Kansas, Zoetis, and Merck Animal Health have all come together to pay for supper, so those cattle producers can come and learn and have a good meal and maybe do a little bit of networking in between speakers too.
Well, incredible. Well, thank you so much, Wendy, for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.